Well, guys, their record says they're one of the two best teams in town. They have the top-ranked recruit in the city and a coach with over 100 wins under his belt. But if you ask the Steele Knights, this season isn't about any of that. Instead, it's about the importance of a former teammate in overcoming the worst kind of adversity.
Oh, we know who our opponents are. We prepare. We know what our plan is in the game. We come out with the win. That's the plan every game.
Well, if winning is the plan, the Steele Knights have no problem putting that plan into action. The Knights are 26-2 on the season, thanks in part to number 4, Kajana Love. The senior guard says he wouldn't be where he is without his friend and former teammate, Jay Hill.
He was a competitor. If I was playing one-on-one with him and I won, he's not leaving the gym till he gets a win in. And he just had that fire in his heart, you know, that eye of the tiger that, you know, you can't teach. You know, coaches say you can't teach it, he had it.
In addition to having a great personality and that killer instinct on the court, Hill also showed off some serious skills on the team's biggest stage.
It's our first game our junior year, his first varsity game. He got a steal and went up and we were all running like, all right, easy layup. We come back out, the next play, gets another steal, rips the point guard, gets another one.
He did it twice. And, you know, I'm one of those coaches on the sideline that I'm trying to, you know, be all calm, cool, and collective. And whew. It
was crazy, and for the rest of that time, he always looked at me like, I told you that's what I do.
But midway through Jay's junior season, his teammates, his coaches, and his best friend Kajana received the worst possible news.
The death of a 17-year-old basketball player has shocked a Northeast Side community.
Hill was leaving a Pensacola restaurant with friends yesterday afternoon when the car he was riding in turned in front of an SUV.
I had heard he was had an accident, and after the accident,
it was rough here. That next morning, you know, I got word, and of course I let our administrators know that it might be a tough day, and it was. That's probably the, you know, I hate cut day, you know, but that's probably the worst day I've ever had, you know, in education, just because of the feeling.
I was like in shock. I didn't believe it. I think I called him once or twice, and I was just, I didn't believe it, and then we were on the way to school, and you know, it hit me. I broke down, and I'm thinking, you know, I had just talked to him, texted him a couple weeks ago, and it's just like, you know, you hear about people who lose friends, and then what happens to you, it's a completely different feeling.
And it's a feeling that not all teenagers can handle. But when the Steele Knights are hurting, they know they can turn to their team leader.
You know, anytime there's that kind of pain, you know, you don't want to feel that again. So I think Kajana is doing a great job of putting his arms around all of them, and, you know, and trying to lead them in the right direction.
Now, almost 1 year to the day after his friend's death, anytime Steele tips the ball off on the court, all eyes are on number 4. As a team, the Knights have dedicated this season to Jay. And individually, Kajana has found another way to honor his friend.
I just wanted to wear his number, you know, because this basketball season isn't just for us. Like I said, this is his season. So, you know, I wanted to have his number on my back and go out there, and, you know, it's like he's right there with me. You know, you're always going to think about him. You lose somebody that close to you, you always going to, you know, have him in the back of your mind and in your heart.
And as it turns out, the Knights' fallen teammate is not just in their hearts and minds. From time to time, Jay makes his way back onto the court to play one last quarter of the game he loves with the people who will never stop loving him.
He's always here. That's our boy. You know, we grew up with him, and he's family. That's always going to be family. So, yeah, he's here with us. I'm sure of it. I'm positive.
And with just 2 games left in the regular season, the Knights are already preparing for a long playoff run. And guys, you have to believe Jay will be there with them every step of the way.